Hello and welcome to another Cliff Reviews Art House. This time I'm reviewing the film Revenge, directed by Coralie Fargeat. I absolutely loved The Substance, so I was really keen to see her first film. Overall, I really enjoyed it. It's not quite as perfect as The Substance, but it's still really, really good. A woman is staying in a holiday home in the middle of the desert with three men, one of whom is her lover. And she's assaulted and then mistreated by the men, to say the least. She's actually left for dead. She then transforms from a victim into this force of retribution, targeting the men who wronged her. The movie kind of fits within the rape revenge subgenre, but I think that it subverts many of its traditional tropes. As with The Substance, it offers a kind of stylized, visceral and often fun experience. I'm sure that there are many horror references in this film that I don't get, but I was reminded of quite a few films watching this. I think it has a similar tone, similar sense of humour to Machete, directed by Robert Rodriguez, and there's definitely something of the first Rambo movie here. I also thought of Kill Bill and Mad Max, obviously in a desert setting, and also Promising Young Woman. But as with The Substance, these references never felt derivative. Also, as with The Substance, it has a really strong start. One of the opening shots is really compelling. It's an over-the-top image, highly stylized, oversaturated, a man and a woman from a typical Hollywood film, like a magazine cover shot, then straight into this kind of heavy rock track. It just grabs you from the start. The whole film is totally over the top. It is a rape revenge movie. This Barbie type woman becomes a complete badass, but it's so over the top that it almost transcends the genre by subverting it. There always feels to be an element of tongue in cheek, but it doesn't completely subvert it. At the level of a revenge film, it is very satisfying. I think that she enjoys making things ambiguous. Fargeat is definitely an artist. She has a great eye for making fantastic images. Aesthetically, there are some beautiful shots. Although this film has over-the-top gore and blood, which obviously has no subtlety, sometimes there's just an absolutely stunning, even delicate shot. An example is an amazing shot at the level of ants on the ground and blobs of blood falling. Also the rotting apple. Also, like The Substance, this film is really visceral. The glass in the foot, for example, you really feel it. Other times, though it uses cliched imagery, the images are often striking with bold, saturated colours. Another thing that I love, and this is in The Substance too, practicalities don't get in the way. It's almost like a cartoon where someone gets so badly injured they couldn't possibly go on, and then miraculously they're able to continue. I really loved the Rambo style scene in the cave where she heals her wound, and the imprint of the eagle, absolutely brilliant. I also love it that she's in underwear wreaking this revenge, a whole new type of badass. You could see several clips from this film and be shocked to be told that it's a feminist film, both when she's in her Barbie moment and then later when she's a badass in a bikini. But Fargeat is making films about serious issues. Not all feminists might agree, but it is credible to me that there is a feminist perspective here. That said, it does still draw on exploitative tendencies. Our hero's revealing attire, her sexualized appearance. Perhaps there probably is an element where Fargeat is happy to subvert that too, just to leave the viewer in an unsettled place of not being sure what you've just watched, but knowing that it has real heft. The final scene is nowhere near the extreme extravaganza of The Substance, but there's still a lot of blood and gore. Fargeat's films are definitely not for everyone, but if you enjoy this genre, she's a fantastic filmmaker. I've mentioned the substance a lot. You can really see her style in these two films, but they each stand alone as great films in themselves. I highly recommend Revenge, and I can't wait to see what she produces next.